Betty Freddy.
It was a double clap.
Double clap that ass.
So this is a special little snippet.
Yeah.
It's a breaking news special.
Breaking
Let's
news.
go.
Breaking
Dun,
news.
dun.
Dun, dun. Yeah, we gotta play up some cue up music. You know, we couldn't miss out on putting our 2 cents in on this latest news
Latest
surrounding the
development.
Oscars.
What the fuck? Oh,
So you watch the Oscars?
Fuck no, baby.
Why not?
Cause
That's a
who the
big
fuck
deal,
watches
man.
the
It's
Oscars?
The Academy,
Who
bro.
has watched the Oscars
It's the
ever since
Super
the internet
Bowl
started?
of actors, man.
Nah, fuck that shit.
It's the World Series.
Are you
Hell
sure
no.
it's actors or smackers?
Oh.
So y'all seen
Hey, don't spoil it, bro.
Chris Rock made probably one of the lightest jokes you can make toward especially around Jada and Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at first you see Will laugh. Jada doesn't look too happy about it. Crowd laughs. Then everyone sees Jada doesn't look that happy. So they're like, oh, I guess it was that like more offensive.
Right.
So then Will just switches up his tune, goes up and slaps Chris.
Slaps the fuck out of Chris.
Well, my boy damn near got in a karate stance and smacked his.
He was taking lessons from Jaden.
Oh God! You thought that Karate Kid shit was a joke. It wasn't. That shit, he living out his roles, bro. All right, we'll watch it.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier
Good old
Bardem.
Yo,
Chris.
cheek. Yo, jawline.
Now, if he loses, he can't
Nigga need a
win.
mouth guard up there.
Bite down.
He is afraid.
They all
that
laughing.
Will
They're like,
Smith
he made a joke
like,
about me.
please, Lord.
Chris thought he was flowing too. He's like,
Yeah.
this guy's going
Love you.
great.
Little did he
G.I.
know.
Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Everybody laughs. You got greed on too.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of him.
No way. I just seen it on the big screen now, and like the way he. Hold on.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
He's like he's
I'm
yelling at
going
his
to,
dad.
okay? Okay.
I think he wanted to roast him
That
right
was,
there.
He definitely did.
Greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Because he said, oh, I could.
Yeah, I know. I think he was. 'Cause
Yo.
there was a lot of other jokes he could have gotten.
It's a
out.
lot to unpack here, fellas.
100%, bro. Look, it's a room full of stars, right? And one was just burning brighter than all of them. And that has to be Jada Pinkett's head.
For real.
It was an easy target.
But yeah, that honestly seemed kind of like a light joke, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I didn't know she had alopecia. I'm not gonna lie.
Nobody knew
I
she
just
had
thought,
I don't
alopecia
think
right,
she
until
knew.
now.
So no, because I feel like now everyone knows, but I really thought like she was just on the bald shit, like she was just shaving her head.
Bro, I didn't know she was in the new Batman movie.
She is.
Yeah, she was the spotlight for the bat symbol.
Y'all terrible, bro. But I think Will Smith shined a light on like mental health for sure. Like, I really think that's what he did. Like, like y'all think y'all making jokes.
The
niggas
mental
just-
health was crazy.
Niggas just going through some shit, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Niggas be going through it, bro. Like it's a crazy thing to like if you pull up somewhere with your girl and someone make a slight joke,
Yeah.
and like a minute later, keep my fucking wife's name out. It's like, yo, they going through some shit.
hell
But
yeah.
I feel like Chris had that realization when it got to a point when he yelled it the second time. He's like, all right, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing, bro. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
got it.
This
Dude, he's
nigga's
smacked.
crazy. Like,
You got it,
Bro,
fellas.
Will didn't even give him a verbal warning. The thing that he said second, he should have said that first, and I think Chris would have got it.
that
But
would
he
have
had to
made
go
more
up
sense.
there.
Yeah.
And just make them Oscar ratings 10 times better, bro.
And that's exactly what Chris said after. This is the greatest moment in television history.
Yeah, man, because you
Yo.
don't see nobody. No one does that. Like, where are you ever in a tuxedo where like
Getting
if someone
smacked.
makes a joke, if the MC of the night makes a joke, and he wasn't even the MC, but he was a presenter, but makes a joke, and if I don't like the joke, I'm gonna go up there and slap the shit out of him.
real.
Like
That shit was
that's
crazy.
not really a.
Yo.
Most people aren't doing that. I think this nigga's been in too many movies at this point. That's another factor in his mental health. He really thinking he just gonna walk up and 'cause he got in a whole stance. He done squared up to him, smacked across him.
He had, like, a swag
Bro,
walk,
he
too,
dragged
yeah.
his shoulder at the end of it, looking at him, And then the way he walked away, he was like proud of that shit. Like
it's like he tried not to laugh. I'm gonna be honest. That's what it looked like. It looked like he was trying not to laugh, and then when he got back to the seat, he got in the character and was like, "Hold on, okay."
Bro, I think Will, he don't know what to do at this point. Like he don't in his whole marriage and shit. Like he start laughing, he look over her, see she mad. Yeah. He don't know what to do. He just go up and slap the dude. Like he has no idea
I'm gonna be
how
honest.
to react.
I think this shit was staged.
A little bit, why?
a lot of it. All right, so little baby hits. All right, starts off with him posting on Instagram.
Baby hits, huh?
Little baby, little baby hits. All right, it starts off with Will Smith talking about me and Jada are dressed for chaos.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay,
right
okay.
before.
So he posted that.
He posted that right before. No, Instagram, I think.
Okay.
So he posted that shit. That's little baby hit number one. We gonna keep going. I'm gonna go on the flow and keep letting them go. No, I got some other shit.
Oh, okay, bro. I feel like Will Smith smacked Chris Rock so hard that everybody forgot about the Ukraine and Russia war.
For real.
To be honest,
like that shit don't exist anymore.
For real.
But shit. Also, he did have that TikTok about like it was right before the Oscars. He had this smack. It was like a sound that was like slap, or like smack, and it was just showing his hand. So I was like, okay, that could be another part of the conspiracies.
Okay.
Of it being staged.
Okay, and I showed y'all the clip from 1999. It was when Shawn Wayans was acting like Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a skit or something, and dude got up and smacked shit out of him. Like, as if he was Chris Rock. Y'all gotta go look that up.
That was
Yeah,
real.
bro, I feel like so many people are missing like how crazy of a thing that really was to do. Like no one has, and we've never seen no one actually, even like the Wayans one. That's wild because it's almost like it predicted the shit. But we've never actually seen anyone do that. No one does that.
Yeah.
Like imagine even at a comedy show, you just get up and just slap the dude in the face.
Yeah.
Over a joke that it just wasn't that heavy. It wasn't
So,
that crazy.
okay, so look, there's also layers to the joke. So I saw somebody was mentioning how Demi Moore cheated on Ashton Kutcher, and it was with somebody younger. So like, it was like another layer to the G.I. Jane joke.
So the August and Jada situation.
It was another correlation.
Bro,
So it was kind of a reach, though.
It's a reach because even in the moment, like who is really calculating all that, like all at once?
Yeah, no.
I don't think it was like a deeper, like several, like it was like a Drake bar or something. Like he's subbing him out like that, and he smiled at first too.
Yeah.
So
He laughed,
I
he got
wonder
caught.
what the switch was. But okay, one thing we got to examine: where do y'all think of like Chris in this situation? As far as like, where did he go wrong? Should he have done things differently? Because a lot of people, there's certain people saying, first of all, just on letting yourself get slapped is one thing. But then other people are saying he should have fought back. He should have done something.
I thought he should have said something instead of fighting back because he used words and the guy used violence. You can't just fight on the Oscar stage. You know?
Some people were saying he should have tackled him. I'm just picturing him dragging him by the legs.
That's
like,
fucking crazy.
He's
Okay.
like, man, he's super. He definitely like regained his pride on that one. He's over here rolling around on the Oscar stage.
The way he handled it, it was just like, well, this is the greatest night in television history. And I was like, yo, that was a good recovery. I can't lie. And okay, look, one of the reasons I don't think it's staged is because the way he reacted, like he had to get a couple of gulps in before he started speaking. Like he was in utter shock.
Yeah, bro, that shit was not staged.
I don't know. I mean, okay, we watch like psychology shit all the time, right? We like dissecting the human mind. Let's say you make a joke like that, right? And a guy is aggressively approaching you. I don't think you would stand there with both your hands behind your back and then put your chin out further for the motherfucker to hit you.
It's the Oscars. They're actors, so it could be a skit that could just add on to the show. It did add on to the show.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't think there's that much like. There's enough to really argue about like is it staged or not. But the slap itself. All right, so I was
They're
thinking
saying that he didn't write the joke.
I heard that. I don't know. I've seen that on Twitter, and then I also heard that either way he was telling that joke in rehearsals too, and they were all laughing and shit. So I don't know. The joke itself, it's like it just wasn't a thing. They're obviously when you get triggered like that, you got to be dealing with something. Yeah. But as far as walking up getting slapped, yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. As far as like I just wouldn't keep my hands behind my back. Like, and other people said, well, you wouldn't be expecting to slap you, but still, like, what are you doing? Like, you're either gonna walk up and dap me or do something funny, but I just don't want my hands behind my back.
Yeah,
but
I would have thought it was like him getting the mic because they do that at Oscars and they do that at award shows. People come up and they'll speak on the mic even after someone gets roasted. I think it was like Jake Gyllenhaal and like Brad Pitt. This one time, one of them went up and they were just talking back and forth in the mic. So I was just like, okay, this could be a skit.
No, he had his mic on his body. It wasn't holding a mic. He just had hands behind his back. Yeah, but at the same time, like, bro, you're doing your job. That's why I can't fault him for not fighting back because you're at your job, bro. Like, I mean, not at your job, but like it's like if you went to someone's job and slapped him, like, yeah, he won't be able to do shit. He's at his job unless he wants to get fired. Like, not saying he would have gotten fired, but I mean, his job was to he's trying to lighten up the room or whatever.
Everybody gets roasted.
Roast people, exactly. Yeah. That's his job. You're like joke number 3 that he's telling. You're just another joke out of the ones he was telling. And as a comedian, you think you'd have that sense too, like, all right, well, even if I do have an issue, I'm probably not gonna walk up and slap the guy. Like, I don't think that's
and that's the thing
route
that pissed me off. Like, the comedic principle. Like, what does this mean for comedians? Like, you could just go hit comedians just because they're saying jokes. I think that's what bothered me the most about like, this guy's telling jokes, and you're gonna react with violence versus words. That's so unfair.
Yeah, it didn't seem like the strongest action. I'll say that for sure.
Yeah, no, I think Chris made the right move by not really doing shit, but he should have said something.
As a comedian,
he could have had a hella jokes.
Yeah, like, and I don't think he should have done nothing in retaliation. I just, like, in future reference, no matter where you at, you gotta have your personal space. Like, someone just walking up, because Will walked up, stopped in front of him, boom, the most perfectly delivered.
Okay, also, it really wasn't that big of a slap. If I'm mad, right? We've seen those competitions where the big dude slapped the fuck out of somebody, like those smack. That shit's crazy, right? They
can't
caught
move.
all the way back. This dude
Will,
he had it cocked like this. His elbow was in his hip, and just took from the hand right here and was like. Like, that's a weak ass slap, bro. If you was gonna slap me, you would not put your elbow on your hip and then go from this.
Karate Kid, man. You don't know.
you wouldn't sideways 45-degree angle chop me. You were full on wham. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, here's the thing. I always wonder, how would it have gone if Chris Rock did what I probably would have done, which is to, like, have my hands up or something. Even if you act like you're about to die, hey, what's good? I'm just not gonna have my hands behind my back.
Yeah.
Like this. What's up? What's up, Will? Like. So imagine you have your hands up. So you're like, wait, damn, what you doing? Like, you block it. Imagine how awkward that would become. Like, is he going to keep trying to slap at you and chase you around the stage? Now he's just, you got to get security, like, tackling him off.
Okay, so that's a good point, right? Now, I don't think they really have security at the Oscars. I wouldn't, because they're all celebrities and shit. But somebody made that point, like, where's the security guards at? Like, there's no security guards to, like, stop him. But it makes sense to me. Like, you wouldn't stop.
For all they know,
exactly. So yeah, discard that.
For all they know, it's a skit too. Everyone there is worth like millions of dollars. Like, no one is behaving like that in that scenario.
Even after the smack, people thought it was a joke. Yeah. Until he started speaking,
no one
they're
could
like,
tell.
"Oh shit!"
And then
you hear, "Oh."
The yelling, bro. When he started yelling, everyone's like, "Son, like, yo." He dead ass got triggered.
Now, that's the same Will Smith yell we've heard for the past 20, 30 years. I don't think it's that hard for him to pull that shit out.
But are you still arguing about the conspiracy?
Yeah.
Bro, come on. I'm
just throwing my little points in there.
This is going to end up being
We're in the conversation. Right. I'm just throwing my little points in there.
Let's have a conspiracy conversation. Let's debate about this.
That's the same Will Smith yell we've heard for the past 20 years. He do it in every fucking movie.
I like that he's on this side.
It's also the same guy, so he's gonna sound like that when he yells. He doesn't have his movie yell, then his Will Smith yell. He's Will Smith acting in the movie, he's still yelling. All right. His voice sounded the same as it does in his movies. It's the same guy. But he sounded like he living in a movie, like he really is confused about. Then he goes up and he's talking about, it's art mirrors reality or whatever, life. And just gives this bullshit ass speech. I'm like, bro, it really was kind of all about him. Kind of half apologized to the Academy, bro. He really took away from a big night, like his first Oscar. But for Venus, Serena, all the King Richard's family, all the people that worked on the movie, he really just came and took a big shit on the Grammys, and then just got to sit there in it and still go up and accept his award. I really feel like they should have made it so he could, like, bro, how do you let the guy still go up and accept an award after he just went up and slapped someone running the show?
I really don't think that if it was like a white guy hosting the shit, he would definitely not. If he went and smacked like fucking
Stephen Colbert or something,
Stephen Colbert or like Ricky Gervais, bro.
Imagine how
he's been escorted out.
Like
he's been escorted out.
Yeah, bro. It's like he's not gonna go up there and give the speech after. I really don't believe that. They just let that shit slide.
You know why too? Because like a Ricky Gervais or like one of the white dudes would have played it off way worse. Like they would have been like had probably no clue about it.
They would have fell.
Oh my, yeah. They would have been like, what the hell was that? And like been like really like it really looked like the victim. Chris Rock he's cool, so he played it off like a professional. Try to just keep the show going, try to make something lighthearted, try to make the crowd laugh, because that shit was really awkward.
Yeah.
But because of that, I feel like that's why people are able to be more lenient. If he said, I don't know, it really is, it does come down a little bit to the race thing, because if it was a white dude up there, but I don't even think Will Smith would have done that, because he knows better. You're not going to go up and just slap a white guy.
Would he have done the same thing to The Rock?
Nope.
No. Fuck no, not at all.
I don't even think he would have yelled from his seat.
For real. Also, I just feel like Will is definitely like fallen to the pressure of the media scrutiny, you know?
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if you guys heard about his book. In his book, he spoke about like how he felt like a coward because his parents were in an abusive relationship and his mom would get her ass beat by his dad. And he always felt like a coward in that moment. So I feel like there's a lot of trauma that's like unwrapped in there. And also all the other stuff with like August and him just being in the media, he just falls under a lot of pressure in that sense. So I don't think it was the joke, because in his apology, he was just like, yeah, you know, him talking about my wife's medical condition, I just couldn't bear that. I don't think that's what it was, but
Nobody was talking about that.
I think the fucking the bowl was full of water and Chris just dropped the last drop. You know what I mean? And that's where it just took off, and that shit was just sad.
That's why like we can debate on like all the other factors that like that are on his mind or things that have like definitely affected him, but there's like no debate on like that shit was not normal. Like normal people do not behave like that. You can't. He was like damn near foaming at the mouth after that shit over this one little G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah, she was
If
crazy.
you didn't think it was tasteful, you could have a conversation, bro. Like that is not normal. You sitting there and you laughed. Literally 10 seconds,
2 seconds before,
and
yeah.
then
He got caught, bro.
his fucking lips quivering and shit. That was really something, bro.
I've seen a lot of like women saying like, "Yo, yeah," they see that he's in the right because he was defending his woman. You were defending
like,
you were
tripping,
defending
bro.
your woman from words, so you chose to condone violence. Is that what all you women are saying? That it's okay to condone violence when somebody uses words against you?
Bro, if y'all were people that say that, like if y'all are all out at like an outing, like a nice banquet, and you're together with a group of friends, one of your friends is like with his girlfriend or whatever, and there's like a comedian warming up the crowd, and he has this little back and forth, makes a slight joke that everyone else laughs at, and the next thing you know, your homie goes up and slaps him in the face and is yelling, "Keep my fucking wife's name out your mouth," and y'all are like, "Yo, we came here to have a good time. We were looking forward to tonight.
Yeah.
Why did you do?" We're not sitting there like, you know what? He crossed the line. He shouldn't have made that joke. I'm glad you slapped him.
See, but if anything, this makes Will Smith look weaker.
Yes,
because
bro.
like August did like a lot of shit has transpired.
You didn't have this energy with August,
Exactly.
bro.
A lot of
Fuck
shit has
his
transpired.
wife, but can't talk about the
You was
bald
at the
eagle.
damn red table with it.
The bald
So,
eagle.
Now that you go up there and then, bro, she embarrassed. She dragged this dude like on her own TV show for like talking about his sex was bad and shit. Like it hasn't been working. Relationship was boring. Then this nigga went on the show crying, like,
Bro.
like
that
people
is
still
why-
asking about Tupac and shit. Like, damn, bro.
That's why he don't know how to win, bro. He don't know what the fuck
He's like, I'm Will
supposed to do.
Smith.
Yeah,
I'm Will fucking Smith.
bro. It's like he really don't know how to react to shit, man. They make a little joke about his wife. First he's laughing. I don't know what happened in between the time we saw him smiling to when he just takes a beeline up for him. It's like either he's on mind control or he just fucking, you know, he's like pressing different buttons in his
Fucking
brain
Jada
trying to
looked
figure
at
out the.
Jada looked at it. Okay, all right. So
Let's get into it.
no, I'm saying I think it is / mind control / a humiliation ritual.
Okay.
All right, now the mind control is repetition, right? Now the repetition is you have two black men just going at each other. These niggas just can't get it right, all right?
All right.
And then Will Smith's a cuck, so like that's just the image that's left on your subconscious mind. And you have one dude who just gets smacked and doesn't do anything about it, right? But the humiliation part is just on fucking Will, bro. This has been terrible. I said it on other shit when this nigga was crying about Jada and shit. Like his image is being tarnished, and like we don't really see this on the flip side of like white actors and white artists do that. Like when they get old, they stop putting them in the spotlight. And I'm saying old, but I'm saying, for example, like old, right? Like you don't really see motherfuckers come out looking a hot ass mess like you would see like Little Kim or something like that, right? Like maybe you have like those old rock stars like Sting, like he still be kind of like out here and there, or fucking like Elton John look a hot fucking mess. But like a lot of those actresses and actors, like they kind of give them a limit, like or if they start acting crazy or embarrassing themselves in public, they kind of put the hush hush on them.
Okay,
the black ones, it's like keep doing what you're doing. This shit is entertaining. Keep up with the value. So I think it kind of goes into the little side.
I feel like with the white actors or whatever you're talking about, I don't know if they put themselves out in the media like how Will and their family does.
True.
You know, like Will, he took a little break from acting and he was to himself, and then I know he popped up right back on social media making these dope ass videos.
You know what Will and Jada's relationship reminds me of? It reminds me of like if you have a couple where they like they decide they want to start opening up the relationship, almost like the couple from that couple, the black and white dude, or the black girl, white dude, and they're like super hyped to tell everyone like, yeah, we have an open marriage, it's so much better. But you're kind of thinking like, oh well, y'all, I just feel like y'all were probably rocky in the first place, and now y'all just like being able to fuck other people. It sounds good now. But eventually, I don't see this being like, 30 years. Yeah. I just think there's going to be issues, bro. Like, I don't know if you guys are just going to be the happiest ever all the time, right? True. And they're like super proud about it. And then they go and show the world, like they're really like raw about it. Like, yeah, you get to a point in marriage where you just hate each other. You hate each other's guts. You don't want to smell each other. You don't want to hear each other's voices. So you go do your other thing and you become happy. And people really eating that shit up for a minute, bro. Like, they really brought a microscope. People really thought, man, they have such a cool thing going. Whole time I'm like, I don't know if this shit is really like as good as it sounds.
That Will and Jada love.
Yeah, exactly. Had J. Cole rapping about that shit. Then you see as time goes on, we keep seeing this weird shit. She can't like leave this man alone. Whether she's talking about Tupac, whether the August Alsina shit comes out, the way she be dragging him at the table, I just don't get it.
Embarrassing that man, like.
And now you start to, but now you see, this is what happens X amount of years down the road of that relationship that was like, yo, this is this new shit we're on, man. It's great. She fucks her dudes. I fuck my bitches, bro. And we come back to bed and everything's great. We got some beautiful kids. Now you see, next thing you know, y'all go to a show. He about to win his first fucking Oscar. The greatest night of his life. The biggest achievement ever. One little G.I. Jane joke about your bald head. You're bald.
She is bald.
You're bald.
She's very bald.
Honestly, I really don't think that many people knew that it was an alopecia thing. She seemed proud as hell, and she got so many videos talking about how proud she is to have a bald head. So are you proud or not?
Exactly. That video, bro, the one that she had, she's like, I don't care what people say about my bald head because I love it. And I'm just like, yo, what are you talking about?
We might have to play that on here, bro.
Yeah,
I think there's some counterfeiting.
She has light alopecia. It's not even like bad. Like, there's motherfuckers that literally have like patches and like can't grow hair. She just
Jeff Ross.
Yeah, it's like hers is not that bad. She just decided to go bald and make it a statement. Like,
bruh.
Well, but now knowing that she has alopecia and that it wasn't by choice, she has a nice shaped head.
She does have a nice shaped head.
I always thought it was by choice.
And it's like, what's
wrong with the
I thought
she was trying to show off her nice shape head.
Which is why I feel the freedom today.
It's like perfectly symmetrical.
I don't give two craps what people feel about this bald head of mine, because guess what? I love
Tell that to Will.
Shut your ass up.
Yeah, that was the ultimate way of screaming out for Will. Like, this is a soft spot for us. But at the same time, I think anything would have been a soft spot after seeing that. Like, he could have said any joke that, as long as she didn't smile or laugh, Will was gonna walk up there.
A soft spot or a bald spot?
Will been on edge, bro. Did you see? Stupid. Bro,
like, don't get me wrong. It's a joke. You're okay. You're totally entitled to your feelings. Like, yeah, it's a joke. You got hurt, and you can roll your eyes. Everybody else laughs. Like, usually when comedians like roast somebody and they take it a little far, you'll hear the crowd go like, oh. When they roasted her, everybody just laughed regularly. Like, they didn't know she had alopecia or any of that.
And then if you don't like it, let's talk about it after the show, buddy. You don't get up because
slap me.
You know you weren't the first joke that was told. And there's actually an entire show going on here.
For real.
And there's a whole structure to what we're doing here. I'm sorry you didn't like one of the jokes, but please don't come up and slap the comedian. Like, it's gonna mess up the show a little bit. It might throw off his timing, you know? Because some comedians are sensitive to that type
Let's watch it one more time. Hold on.
One more time. All right,
run back. Hey, I remember when SpongeBob, when the movie, when the king was bald?
Oh, yeah? They sprayed in his eyes.
You know, our hardest job tonight, Javier Bardem.
Oh, man, Chris was in a good mood, too.
Yeah.
He's thinking, like, I'm nailing this.
He got no gray hairs.
He can't win.
Don't joke about hair anymore, bro.
He is
Too soon.
praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord.
The amount of jokes he really could have made.
Jada,
He's like, oh, I'm about to slap you in 30 seconds.
Can't wait to see it.
Will's on edge, bro.
Jada looks
She's okay with it.
That was a nice
go from
one.
that.
Okay.
Even he thought like that shit was literally light.
Richard.
Boom! Wow. Look how he walked off so proud, though.
But okay.
He's smiling.
He damn near felt good about it, bro.
He was trying not to laugh. He was like, oh, bro.
No, he was trying to really show, like, he had his little strut on, looking around like, it's nothing.
But body language, though. How do you let a man invade your personal space that close and you just laughing in this nigga face?
He did kind of square up to him. Cause look, he kind of like squared up to him when he saw him walking up, like he's gonna have a conversation with him.
That was a nice one. Okay.
It's a nice suit.
But like,
I'm out here. Richard.
For Vera Wang or something.
like I'll be honest with you.
Wow.
Wow. He was half smiling as he got a chin on him.
See, but he already had some shit ready to say.
No,
he
didn't,
did not.
bruh.
He had
looked
to gulp
very
a few times,
clearly
yo.
like, what the
Wow,
fuck? Yeah,
dude.
bro, honestly, if you're one of any enemy
a-
I could have, anyone that didn't like me, the place that you might be able to get off a clean slap on me is when I'm not announcing at the Oscars in front of this big ass room of like all these millionaires. I got a damn tux on. I'm reading off a fucking teleprompter and shit. And Will Smith is gonna walk up on me. That's definitely the time you're gonna get a clean
100%.
slap off. I mean, ideally, honestly, me, I say I put my hands up. But if there was a time that I would not be expecting that in the slightest, it would be at the Oscars.
Bruh, let's end with like the funniest memes that we've seen so far. Have you
All
seen
right.
some funny ones?
I've seen some funny ones, but I know the
Fuck.
funniest
Don't put me
one
on
I'm
the
not going to
spot.
remember.
Golly.
honestly.
All right, you go first, and someone will come
The
to
one
me.
I saw, it was when Jaden replied. He was like, "That's how we do it." And they had him as Karate Kid getting beat the fuck up by the girl, just getting his ass whooped. And I was, that's just hilarious.
Bro, I saw this one on Reddit. They're like, why did Will Smith smack Chris Rock with an open hand? Because paper always beats rock.
Yeah, that's
shit is
hilarious. They was quick with him too.
They
bro.
had a Juicy Smollett. He's like, Will hit me too.
Man, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, mad jokes.
Is Chris gonna? All right, last thing then. Is Chris gonna make jokes about the situation?
He has to. I think he is.
I don't think he's going to.
I think he got to now. He
He
already
has
took the high
to.
road.
His
He already
honor
took the high
is
road.
not defended.
Bruh, I hope he does. I really hope he does, but I don't know if he would. Because maybe in his show, but I don't know if he would do something publicly.
Bro, I feel like some people are just looking at this wrong. Because they keep looking at it as just Will defending Jada. But nah, this is some triggered
Will was defending
ass-
himself.
I get, yeah,
Will was
maybe it's
defending
like straight
himself.
insecurity. Like, I wonder what, I just wish we could see Jada's reaction as he went up there.
Seriously.
Like, is she like, yeah, go? Like, is she one of them? She inciting this shit? Like, she just gonna let this nigga tell jokes? You didn't go up and smack him once? She's probably said some shit like that in the past.
In his ear, though,
So
for
I made
sure,
a
for
slight
sure.
joke, so you just gonna let niggas walk all over you.
Yeah.
This why I gotta
You fucking bitch. You
look
pussy
elsewhere
ass.
for some shit sometimes.
August wouldn't let this happen. Tupac wouldn't let this happen.
You know,
Tupac would have shot him. That's all that one. I had
Yeah.
me dead.
Tupac would have shot him.
That's what
I'm
that's what
dead.
Jada said when he came back. Like Tupac would have shot him. Like, that was the meme pretty much.
That
Like, she
shit
told
is
that to Will.
classic.
God
Like,
damn,
fuck, man.
Man,
Well,
well,
no, I don't think he will actually, because he can't go across the country making jokes about it now. But it has to be like a Dave Chappelle, like
He gotta
one-off,
make- he
like
gotta make
comedy
hella
show where
jokes.
like it just goes viral.
I hope
where
he goes
made
on a
joke about
podcast
it.
and talks about it.
Or something like that, like a
Yeah,
one-off.
yeah.
It can't be like him having that in his set, because it's like people gonna hear that shit and be like, oh, he's going around the country saying it now. It's like that would kind of ruin it.
I
Versus
think
like,
we could have him next week, bro.
oh yeah, get him on
We
the
get
pod.
him. I think we can get him for sure.
I'm gonna call him up.
Yeah, bro. Chris Rock, Kevin, who they call you?
just smack his
Kanye
line.
East.
Just smack him up.
Yeah, all right. Well, all right. Well, I don't know if I want to ask this, bro, because I don't like introducing stupid stuff to the conversation. But a lot of people are making it like a protect black women thing. Not that that's stupid. Just in this regard, the whole black, like, Will was protecting a black woman. And for that, we applaud him.
No, Will was protecting himself because he's been getting cut for the past 2, 3, fucking 4 years. Who knows?
I don't even think it's protecting black women. It's just like defending your wife aspect.
Yeah.
That, because I give him, that's a pretty boss move in that sense. Like, to go up there on your biggest night to defend your wife. I was like, okay, damn, that's you took a big ass chance there. These fools could never
Bro, but
invite
that's
you
like,
back.
it made y'all look insecure. Like, that is clearly a soft spot for y'all.
Yeah.
If,
Defend yourself. How about that?
Well, I mean, it just wasn't at the point. Like, there has to be something that makes it when it's an acceptable time to slap someone. It can't be because you don't like the joke he told.
Yeah, I don't think it's only the joke.
And it's a very clear joke. Like, she doesn't have hair. G.I. Jane doesn't have hair. I had to look that shit up because I'm like, oh, I get it. No hair. It's just a bald joke, and she's bald. Most people that are bald experience bald jokes.
Yeah.
So it's like if you were bald and someone made a joke and you were like, don't keep
Drop
my
that
fucking hair out your mouth. Don't say shit about my hair. You're like, oh, shit. Don't ever make a joke about this nigga's bald head. It matters to him a lot.
Bald heads matter.
But okay, yeah, I'm glad we got off that one fast. I was told by someone like, hey, y'all do have to talk about that aspect because it is being talked about. And I was kind of like, nah, you don't, though. we don't have to talk about it because it's just not that like relevant to me. And I think a lot of conversations I saw about this that were good, that I liked, that was not a relevant aspect of it, just because it's like, we can talk about the same silly stuff all day, but I don't think that's what it's about.
You guys
honestly.
see what Tiffany Haddish said?
No,
a little piece of it.
She was like, Jada better be sucking his dick from the back.
That is a fact, bro. Man, honestly, I hope things have gone well for him. On the way back home.
He got no play.
Bro, oh God, she
hit up August.
She said, lay on the couch, sleep on the couch tonight. You didn't slap him hard enough.
Oh,
that's just crazy. Jada's head was the teleprompter.
Nah, she was probably like, nah, you ruined our night, Will. You went too far. You got to control your temper. And he's like, what the fuck do you want from me? I was smiling. Then you looked over at me mad. Then I went up and slapped him. Now I don't know how to make you happy.
Exactly. Yeah. He didn't slap her hard enough, or slap him hard enough.
If somebody like disrespected your girl with like words and stuff the first time, like we're not at a award show or anything, like is that your first reaction to hit the person?
Like, are we famous? Like, what's the scenario for
it's
like,
just on the street or they're doing a show, some type of like improv?
No.
Losing my girl?
Just in general, just like you guys are out in public and whatever.
And nobody knows, like, we're not famous, nothing like that.
You're not famous or anything.
Okay.
We are famous. Why are you talking about a different life?
True.
Are you, hypothetically, we're not famous. So, are somebody says something rude as fuck to your girl. Is that the first thing you're gonna do? Is hit them, or are you gonna?
It's up there. It's definitely up there on the list.
Well, I'm gonna let him know, like, yo, you don't talk to her like that. This is my girl.
Okay,
yeah, that's probably the first
If anything
step.
further goes from that, whether he says anything to her or me, then we have to fight.
Yeah.
For sure.
And also, it's like I feel like Will also smacked Chris Rock because they're like in the same class. You know what I mean? Because
exactly.
Because
do that shit to Conan.
Internet trolls and all that type of shit. You said to who?
To Conan. Imagine Conan up there. You go up and slap him in the face.
Well, it's also like internet trolls are constantly. I bet they talk about Jada's alopecia in the comments 24/7. It's just that they know them personally.
Yeah, they talk about some other shit before they talk about the alopecia.
That was like a new known fact to everybody. It was like, oh, she has alopecia. It's like
I thought she was on the Amber Rose vibe.
I feel like girls knew about it. They're like, oh yeah, she always talks about it. She used to wear the headscarves, but now she feels empowered to just show her bald head.
Bro,
obviously not.
Bro, because I seen him on the red table and her Willow had her head shaved bald. And now I realize she must have done it for her mom. I'm thinking she did it like with her mom. She wanted to shave her shit too. I just really thought it was like the Amber Rose type vibes. And I never thought alopecia. Because also her shit looks like it has the stubs. Like it looks like she would have like she could have a fresh little lineup if she wanted to.
Yeah,
but
you got to put like steroids in your head so the hair starts growing again.
She looks like she could have a flat top.
Hey, last point to it being staged. I don't know how Chris Rock
got so happy when he thought about it.
I don't know how Chris Rock didn't tell the Future that he was gonna get slapped looking at Jada's forehead.
He didn't stare too hard, bro.
I don't know how he didn't see that shit coming.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, man. We'll let him live, bro. I don't want to get slapped next, bro. We'll just let him live, man.
Just to see what we do. Like, I want to see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, man. It's been a really good recap.
Yeah.
Glad we did this. Every time something big happens, we're gonna have to just link up and just shoot the content. No point of waiting for an episode, man.
Exactly. We'll still probably talk about it a little bit. I bet there's more things going to come out about it.
Keep it spicy.
I just can't wait for his. Yeah, we got to hear from him, and he didn't press charges. Props to him.
Yeah, they're homies though. Kind of.
Nah, are they? Nah, fuck no. They ain't no homies.
We're no homies.
Next time I don't like one of y'all jokes, I'm popping up, slapping y'all, and just I'ma yell.
Fuck no.
Lips trembling and shit. Bro, he going through it, man. Hey, shout out to mental health, man. Yeah. Hopefully he gets the help he needs.
Shout out alopecia.
Shout out alopecia.
Donate to the alopecia
fund. Oh God, everyone dealing with stuff, and just know, man, you never know what people are dealing with, bro. Especially couples, man.
For alopecia,
everybody like
might come in the crib smiling, but next thing you know, the slightest thing got them up in arms, man. Lips trembling, red hot. You never know, man. So just be good to people, man. Be nice. Be careful how you joke.
Peace out.
It's been really good. Chung chung.